What's going on, everybody? Just enjoying a beautiful day out here in Greenville, Texas. Got the kids farting around, hanging out on the patio, and enjoying a beautiful day here. But been doing some campaign work, doing some work with the kids here, and just thought I'd pop on for at least 10-15 minutes and engage in some question and answers. If anybody, and it doesn't have to be anything about the campaign. Could be anything in general. So ask away if you want. I appreciate everybody tuning in. How's my volume? How is the picture? Is it coming in okay? Is my internet connection okay? Hey, Miss Bentley, how are you? I would appreciate it if y'all would let me know how my sound is before we get this going. What a beautiful day in October. Nice day on the patio. Okay, says I'm good. Justin, how are you? What's going on, Ryan? Randy, how are y'all? I guess I could invite friends. That's one of my options over there. Yeah, if you can share, like, comment on this video. I'm gonna do some inviting real quick myself. I want to start doing these a little bit more, so maybe for the people who don't know me so well, get to know me a little bit better. At any time, if my volume acts crazy or my connection is weird, let me know. This is a new place that I'm hooking up to and enjoying the patio. What's going on, Robert, Courtney, Dane, Chris? How's everybody doing? As y'all know, I'm seeking the nomination of the Libertarian Party in the governor spot. We will be going to conventions in spring of 2018. So until then, we're just gearing up the campaign, getting to know people, letting people get to know us, and gaining support. I'm open for any questions. Got 15 or so people in here. Feel free to ask. Doesn't have to be anything campaign. If anybody want to ask any questions just to get us rocking, that'd be awesome. I'm seeking the nomination to become the choice for governor under the Libertarian ticket. And there's many issues here in Texas that I find appalling that we haven't taken care of. One of those is gun freedoms. We need more gun freedoms here in Texas. Texas is way behind when it comes to gun freedoms. And we need to, not just gun freedoms, but the yourself in general. We need more freedoms there. And I want to help influence that, and I want to help get that done. I don't want to move at a snail's pace either. Baby steps is great if we're moving in the right directions, but I want leaps and bounds. I'm greedy when it comes to my freedom. I want a lot of it, and I'm passionate about it. So I'm eager to get a lot of it. So gun freedoms is important to me. Cannabis freedoms is important to me. I'm sick and tired of people having their treatment that they need. I'm tired of people having to leave the state of Texas to get treatment, to become medical refugees. I want people to do whatever they want with cannabis. Cannabis is put here by the Creator himself. People should be able to use it freely as they see fit. the war on drugs can slide in there with that. The war on drugs is pointless. I want to try to end the war on drugs here in Texas, and then of course property taxes and taxes in general. Barbara, thank you. How do you feel about what they are trying to do? Good question. I don't see what's wrong with the currently how the Alamo is. Just leave it so people can come freely, see what this history is about. And I don't see why we need permanent involved in that. I'm not a big fan of what they're trying to do down there. I just leave it how it is. Preserve what we have. It's not broken. Why are we trying to fix it? It just doesn't make sense. We are in a fantasy football league a while back, and I think you should start Doug Martin or Aaron Jones. Wait, what? You think I should start? Oh man, okay, that's a good one. I'm not doing too good this year in fantasy. So we started a libertarian fantasy football league where we paid with Bitcoin, and I think because I was helping out with hurricane relief in Houston, so I missed the draft, and I did it pretty decent on my team. I got Antonio Brown and stuff, but I'm 1-4, 1-3, 1-4, something like that. But I would say, man, I would go with Doug Martin. I would say go with Doug Martin. Keep up the good fight. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Jessica, great question. I think that we should get down to the patient and the doctor, get government completely out of the way. But any step towards getting the federal government and state government out of the way is a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. So, good question, by the way. Yes, cannabis. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in allowing people to do what they want with cannabis. I'm a cannabis user myself. I'm not ashamed one bit to admit it. I feel that people need to start coming out about it more. People say they smoke cigarettes. People say they take Advil. People say freely that they drink beer. Why is it shameful that somebody says that they smoke cannabis? We need to stop that. It's not shameful that you smoke cannabis. It's a plant. It has not killed anybody in the history of history. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a healer. It's a miracle plant. And to me, after a long day, if I want a nice relaxation and a nice sleep, guess what? That's how I get it. So I am not ashamed that I am a cannabis user. I use it, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. We need to stop looking at it as if it's a bad thing. It's no worse than a beer or a cigarette or Advil or anything like that. So, what about hard drugs that are killing people? Great question, Cameron. I don't like the hard drugs. I'm assuming you're talking about like crack and heroin, cocaine, stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend using those kinds of drugs. If people want to use those, that's none of my business what people put in their body. I certainly don't think locking people in cages is the right thing to do. I think that only could hurt a person's life even more so. I think rehabilitating people, lifting them up and trying to make them a better person in society, a more productive person, a person who, doesn't have to go through life doing drugs and mind-altering substances to be okay. Rehabilitating people is key. Loving people is key. Educating people is key. Leading by example is key. Throwing people in a cage and pointing at them saying, you did wrong, you're bad, you're ugly, and then mistreating them and having things on their record where it's hard for them to get jobs, hard for them to vote, hard for them to be a productive person in society. And we wonder why we have these building problems. It's because of stuff like that. I want to end the war on drugs. I want to educate more people and get them in the community involvement and get these nonprofits and organizations involved and churches involved, free market involved rather than the government. What was good or bad about oh no, I'll never change who I am. Trust me, I'll never change because there's no point. I don't know. What was good about it? The only thing good I can think about Greg Abbott being governor was the bill he signed for the knife freedoms. We have more knife freedoms, more sword, more blade freedoms here in Texas, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, what did we get? More laws, rules, more regulations, more division, more, just nonsense, really. It's just another old boy, no different than what we were getting 8 years previous to that. So, great question, again. Wait, okay, that one was before. How do you feel about Trump using Jerry Jones as, I think the NFL and Jerry Jones and the Cowboys should just worry about football. I'm tired of turning on Sports Center or any of those radio shows and hearing about these football players, and their personal lives or their political. Let's play football. Let's play football. Maybe we should have another channel separate that's like sports politics mixed or something. I don't know, but I'm really, if I'm watching football, if I'm enjoying myself in that, I'm not really interested in politics. So I didn't want to miss Jessica's question because it was a good one. So some a-holes messed up. Yes. Okay. So anytime anything happens down in the Capitol, I want to be the person who lets people know what's happening. A lot of things happen and get swept under the rug. It happens behind the tyranny of the curtain of tyranny, and people don't realize these things. The average person at home, the hard worker 9 to 5 doesn't get to see things down there. I want to bring that out in the open, and I want to make it very publicly known what people are doing down there to stop freedom, to smush freedom. And I'm going to call them out. I'm going to call them out personally, I'm going to call them out publicly, and things need to change. I will be down there doing my best to expose corruption and expose the tyranny, and I might stick my foot in a couple doors while I'm at it. So it's time to get down there, and it's time to make some serious change. And calling people out publicly and letting our everyday person know what is exactly happening down there, I think is key. Nathan, we would love to join. We would love to have you on the team. We are currently looking for a couple key players to fill some positions. You can email us info@KoryWatkinsForTexas.com. That's info@KoryWatkinsForTexas.com. And we would love to have you on the team. No matter how little or how big you help, it's much appreciated. Some voters say that you were wild. Yeah, I don't really know what's too wild about freedom in its purest form. I think what's really wild is how far we've gotten from freedom, and how far people think that the right to bear arms is a license, a fee, and asking your government for permission. I just don't understand that. That's slavery. So I think people are. I don't think they understand what my mindset is when I talk about freedom in its pure form and standing on principle no matter what. I think people forget about their principles when some personal issues or things get involved personally. I think people forget about principle and forget about freedom, and I think that's where we get it wrong. For example, I got hit by a drunk driver, and total my car, destroyed my car. I still don't think we should have cops out there regulating our roads, seeking out drunk drivers. I don't want to take everybody's freedom. So I if that's too wild, then I'm sorry. But I think what's wild is how far we've gotten from the real meaning of freedom. Can you join my meme team? Hey, I love memes. You can join the meme team. And we actually have a social media group that does memes and stuff, so we would love you to join. No problem, Cameron. Not a problem at all. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. That's a really rocking occasion. I'm out here with my kiddos. We're just enjoying the nice day here. So, well, Jessica, those were some really good questions. If there's anything I can do to have your vote, I would much appreciate that. Just let me know what I can do. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'm trying to go back to see if I missed any. About to take my MMA class. Do a little bit of MMA action. Out there in North City, we go to a place called Aftermath MMA. And so we do a little workout on Tuesday. We put in some work there. So we like that MMA stuff, that Conor McGregor. Yeah, Joseph, I like the live Q&A. Hopefully it builds a personal connection with y'all and you get to know me a little bit more rather than just get to see me post some stuff online. You actually get to see me talk and we actually get to live and communicate with each other. I think that brings a personal bond. And I think that's very important. No, I'm not big on harassment. My staff. When I become governor of Texas, I'm not taking any salary, and I'm surely not having anybody in my cabinet that's accepting theft either. So there won't be anybody being paid. It'll all be voluntary. I don't like harassment. I think there's no really, leave people alone and just respect people. But yeah, guys, just thought I'd pop on for a little bit. Probably be on for about 5 more minutes if anybody's got any more questions. If you guys want any more information, you can always email us at the campaign info@KoryWatkinsForTexas.com. Check out the website, KoryWatkinsForTexas.com. We'll be in Athens, Texas this Saturday for a really cool marshmallow jam event that they got going down there every year. It's a 3-day event, a 3-day festival kind of thing. We'll be down there this Saturday. Let's see, on the 21st of October, we'll be in Austin doing an open carry walk with reuniting some of the open carry leaders here in Texas, Open Carry Texas, and Texas Gun Freedom Works, Michael Cargall and that group. We'll all be doing another open carry walk. It's been a while since I've been with those guys, so it feels really good to get back and do a nice open carry walk with all those guys. And then from there, it gets really busy. I got a couple of county Libertarian Party meetings. I'm going to be going on a little Texas tour with Adam Kokesh. We'll be going to San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Houston. Kokesh is running for president in 2020, and he's coming through Texas, and he's allowed me to jump on his tour and mix in with him. You won't want to miss it. The November 4th is going to be awesome. We'll be in Austin doing an event. I'll be with Adam Kokesh, and we're going to have a nice little after party afterwards. So it's going to be real nice. Y'all come out there and join us. I see a bunch of people on the campaign coming out there, and we have a bunch of love and a bunch of supporters online that I'm very grateful for. Social media, you guys are awesome. Let's start getting out there in person, and let's start showing up in numbers at these events. And we got a long ways to go, but I think I got a good early start, and we can start building support, capturing the hearts and the minds of people who have never heard the message of freedom, like we deliver it. So, anyways, guys, with my kids today, with my kids. All right, goes over. Yeah, right, because the camera's flipped. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead now and just hang out with each other some more, and go to the MMA event and go pick up mom from work. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate all the love and the support. Thank you for popping on. If you can, comment, share, and like this video so it's hear this message, get involved in our message, and maybe involved in our campaign. So, Kory Watkins for Texas.